Sharing my discovery against Islam is not intended to insult or hurt the feelings of Muslims, but my purpose is to show the truth and save Muslims from a false religion. Simon Wilder, quoting Walt Whitman, sang of myself, "You shall no longer take things at second or third hand, not look through the eyes of the dead, nor feed on the spectres in books. You shall not look through my eyes either, nor take things from me. You shall listen to all sides and filter them from yourself. Movie with honors." Just when you think you know something, you have to look at in another way, even though it may seem silly or wrong. You must try. Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, "That's bad." Robert Frost said, "Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." This is a battle, a war, and the casualties could be your hearts and souls. Simon Wilder, you asked the question, sir. Now let me answer it. The beauty of the Constitution is that it can always be changed. The beauty of the Constitution is that it makes no set law other than the faith in the wisdom of ordinary people to govern themselves. Movie with honors. Break free from Islam and religious beliefs, listening to your heart and shining bright. Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Berserk here. Uh, so now I'm going to start with the Surah about, not with, but about Surah Hashr. So yes, I'll have to show you here. I've read the tafsirs a little bit from the non-Shia Muslim side, and this is what I'm going to talk about. It took me a day or so. I asked for some help, God's help, if there was any true God to help me, because this is the true God for the Muslims. And this is what I thought when I was a Shia, that this is the true God, right? So now let's see. I applied reason, and then I thought, well, the Muslims are going to say our reasoning is right, your reasoning is wrong. So, how to look at it through all sides. Like with honors, the quote I shared in my introductory video here, introduction in the live stream. It's quite long, sorry for that. And I coughed, so sorry about that. So going to another thing I found out about this, it could be Surah Hashr, Ayat 4, that they set, not that they set themselves against Allah and His Messenger, but I think the word could be split. Shaku. Shaku is used in, I think, Surah Qamar too, right? So it could be. And no, because I have this Quran here, let me show you. So here in going to Surah Hashr, the translation says they cut off. So I was wondering where I read this translation. It is, sorry, it's 4, verse 4 of Surah Hashr. Hope you can see this. If it's not clear now, maybe after the live stream, or you can open the Quran.
Excuse me, I'll just clear my throat. uh, I have some congestion all the time and had a headache, so I just went. Otherwise, it was like I wouldn't have been able to come here. Deadly. So, anyways, Surah Hashr, Ayat 4, because they cut themselves off from Allah and His Messenger, and he who cuts himself from Allah, that Allah is severe in retribution. But it does say you you cut down no palm trees or left it standing on its roots, but it was by Allah's leave, permission, so that he might disgrace the transgressors, right? So I think shaku would come, the word used for being from Allah, and because they shaku, you know, from or against Allah and His Messenger, cut themselves off. So as you read Surah Azab ayat and Surah Tahrim ayat, what he did, we are told he made a mistake, and then he took an oath which was against what the other ayat says in Surah Maida, I think, uh, to the believers, what is said that they're transgressors if they make anything unlawful, the good things that Allah has made lawful. I think it's the 87th verse of Surah Maida. Not too sure, so sorry about that. My memory is quite bad. Okay, I remembered one. So here, cut themselves off, meaning they disassociated. In other words, disassociated from Allah and His Messenger. And these were the Jews of Medina, again, the Banu Nadir, right? Then I was like, reason, reason, reason. Where is the reason, right? Which reason to apply to make you see that the reasons given in our in the Muslim commentaries and tafsirs and all are not good enough. So I found I remembered, sorry, I did not find it, but I remembered an ayat which is now in Surah Baqarah. It's in Surah Baqarah, not now, but I found it now. And so it's in Surah Baqarah, verse 178. But this is for the believers, you would say. But anything against the Prophet, if you cut yourself, that has a price more, maybe, more than this which is written for the believers. Because it says, O you who have believed, prescribed for you is legal retribution for those murdered, the free for the free, the slave for the slave, and the female for the female. But whoever overlooks from his brother, i.e., the killer, anything, then there would be a suitable follow up and payment to him, the deceased heir or legal representative, with good conduct. My. Uh, this is an alleviation from your Lord and a mercy. But whoever transgresses after that will have a painful punishment. So the numbers you see here, sorry, I took this ayat from quickly from no, Quran.com. And so copy and paste it in my notes. Pasted it in my notes, right? I didn't remove these because I have a headache and it could come back to me. It just went the whole night. When I woke up, I had a headache, and so I don't know when it's going to come back. So I quickly, without removing the numbers, copy paste, like that I did here in my notes from Quran.com. let me show you. So, okay, I'm not like Dr. David Wood going to say what that I still cannot bring my head to free for if you what Dr. David Wood long time ago I'd seen his when he was on YouTube video explaining this either that this is ridiculous. Uh, anyways, then you can see how Mr. or there's someone here. Where is it? A Chrome. So this is the tafsir on Surah Hashr, which I will come to. So we have here Doctor or Wakar Akbar Chima, Slave for Slave, Women for Women, Quran, Surah Baqarah ayat 178, explained. So he's going to explain to you. This is that, you know, there's some. This has led to confusion with many, including Muslims and the anti Islamic polemicists have also picked up on it. One of them writes, what exactly does this text mean? Does it mean that a free man who wrongly kills a slave man will not be put to death for it? Or the man who kills a woman? If so, does this also apply in case of the reverse, i.e., a slave who kills a free man shall not be put to death, nor the woman who kills a man? What happens if a woman kills a slave or vice versa? So you can read about all that, you know, anti-Islamic people saying things, and on YouTube you can check. This I'm much aware of, and thank you, uh, Dr. Wakar Akbar Chima. But, but. Oh, sorry, wrong. So we come to this Surah Hashr ayat. Again, I've done live streams. This is now the third part, or I don't know which part it is, but I've done another one on the second channel of mine about this ayat. So I think this here on this channel, it would be the third part on Surah Hashr ayats 2 and 5, cutting off of trees and breaking of their homes. He it is who, in the first assault, drove forth the people of the book. That so here it says not the first gathering, but first assault. So the translation, you know, see the difference in this translation of Maududi, Allah Maududi, of Surah Hashr ayat 2. So he it is who, in the first assault, drove forth the people of the book that disbelieved from their homes. At the first gathering of forces. Okay, so first assault is also used and the gathering is also used. You did not believe that they would leave, while they too thought that their fortresses would defend them against Allah. Then Allah came upon them from whence they did not even imagine, casting such terror into their hearts that they destroyed their homes by their own hands, and their destruction was also caused by the hands of the believers. Their destruction of the homes, right? Their homes. So learn a lesson from this, O you who have perceptive eyes. Here, the reader should understand one thing at the outset. So I'm now I've started to read the tafsir from the non-Shia Muslim side so as to avoid any confusion about the banishment of the Bani an-Nadir. The Prophet had concluded a formal written treaty with the Bani an-Nadir. They had not broken this agreement as such. that it should have become void, but the reason why they were attacked. So noteworthy, right? They had not broken the treaty. But the reason why they were attacked was that after making different kinds of minor violations of it, okay, minor violations of it, they at last committed such an offense which amount sorry, 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 I cried. Steve, Islamic. Oh my God. I.e., the Islamic State of Al Madinah. So I thought it was life for life, and Hazrat Musa very easy. So, before also I could not, could not, could not read this completely. I had to stop because my blood was boiling. For Umar bin Khattab, what the reasons they give the Sunnis, in the pen and paper hadith that although Prophet Muhammad said, so the reasons of all these, well, we should all look at all sides of every side of every, but who will? So before you, uh, start to get upset with me, breach of trust. Wait. They had not broken this agreement as such. No, I don't want to repeat this. That is, they plotted. Oh, they plotted. Okay. So they. Where did I stop here? Which amounted to the breach of trust. That is, they plotted to kill the leader of the other party to the treaty, i.e., the Islamic State of Al Madinah. And noteworthy, बेचारे Jews चले गए हैं, they're gone. I mean, they're gone in the sense that, you know, Prophet Muhammad has, since he stepped into Medina, he started building a mosque and everything. And this is the Islamic city. Medina is the So I was thinking, reason how we don't want debates or anything. We want to look at this through all sides, if you're willing to. Sorry, excuse me. So the plot became exposed, and when they were accused of breaking the agreement, they could not deny it. Thereupon the Prophet told them either to leave Al Madinah or to be ready for a war. This notice was in accordance with this injunction of the Quran. If you ever fear treachery from any people, throw their treaty openly before them. Surah Al Anfal, Ayat 58. That is why Allah is describing their exile as His own action. I mean, they plotted to kill, but they did not succeed. Prophet Muhammad caught them plotting. This is good. This is like what I told my father. That that against crime. What you? I've made a Facebook page on that. Prevention, prevention, caution, prevention. So your belief may, this reason may satisfy you because of your belief in Islam. So, recently I went to this Sachwala Sahib debate with some Mufti chap, right? And it was it was so terrible, I tell you. He's giving reasons as to why Mufti Sahib. Mufti Sahib was giving reason, Pakistani or I don't know, Indian Muslim scholar. Mufti. What is a mufti? A very high scholar. Oh my goodness. So, why do you believe in Allah's so corner unquote, sorry. He cornered the Sajwala Sahab. So let me show you. Which one was it? Let me just creep, just take you there, right? Where is it? Sajwala. So, Mufti Yasir Nadeem Al Wajidi debate. This one. Sorry, Sachwala Sahib, I'm using your. Uh, Lord, Joe. Oh my God. So, Sachwala Sahib ko keh, how do you believe in God and all this and God is this? Acha, some of the Urdu is very hard for me. I couldn't get the words what they meant. But so Sachwala Sahib was blamed for blindly following an Allah or Lord or a God or divinity without proof. Now, it's a reason you can take to a certain extent, and then you can reason with that. Yes, God does exist without these religions and all this. Okay, I think I had a terrible headache and I have not rested and I'm cracking up. So Sachwala Sahab gave in to घपला कर दिया सचवाला साहब ने मुफ्ती को ही gave he said चले ये भी इसके साथ आपके साथ ही चल रहे हैं आगे चले आगे चले आगे चले मुझे तो इतना like I was I don't have patience sorry all right but Sachwala Sahab's patience I salute मैं कभी ये घपला नहीं करती इनके साथ, चांस ही नहीं देती कि ये चलें आपके साथ इस पे भी चलते हैं, उस पे भी चलते हैं। नो वे एंड ऐसा घपला मैं नहीं करती। So you see, like Shakti Gawain, if you read her book, you will find out that which one was it? Creative Visualization. She's an American. I found her book in 1988 somewhere or 1987. She is not a religious person, but if you read this book of hers, right? Audio book, script, you can even get this. She says that she's not, this is the book, Creative Visualization book cover. So she says she's not religious, but she's found out that all this material is energy. And she does believe in spirituality. And I think she said that she believes in a divinity, or you can call it all powerful or supra intelligence or something like that, or super intelligence. It was supra intelligence. So everything I cannot now go Google searching. Sorry. So you'll have to bear with me when I use the wrong words, slightly wrong words or something like that, and correct me in your mind. Or here, you can put a live chat, in the live chat box, a comment. Uh, and would it be worth mentioning in the Shia also, Shia Islam, we're told that something against Prophet Muhammad will not be forgiven, like Imam Ali could kill the person if you insult Prophet Muhammad. But then on the other hand, we were told that there was this lady, Jewish lady or some polytheist lady, old lady throwing garbage whenever Rasulullah would pass by her house, apartment, and she would throw, you know, garbage on him and he never said a thing. Then there was this thing in Shia Islam that if you said, okay, you can say things against our imams and your imam, but if you say anything against Prophet Muhammad, it's a death penalty, it will not be forgiven, things like that, right? So it's blasphemy. And first will, you can't, but if you, like Mawiya did, we are told in Najil Balagha also it's written that he was asking people to abuse Imam Ali on the pulpit when he was on the pulpit, or just these people to come on the pulpit and I don't know abuse people. Abuse Imam Ali. So that's okay. You can abuse the Imam. They won't say our Shias won't say anything. But if you abuse Rasulullah then or insult him or say anything against him, then it's a death penalty. I think very very strict penalty. You will not be forgiven. So that's why you come to like the assault. Let me see. Here, the translation in my Islam is I took Ala Maududi's translation. It is he who got out the unbelievers among the people of the book from their homes at the first gathering. So it doesn't say about the. Little did you think that they would get out. Hmm. And Abul Ala Maududi's translation, he it is who in the first assault drove forth. So let's see word by word. I have to leave this site, My Islam, and maybe go to Quran.com now. So what happened to eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? But if you forgive, it is better, right? And just take a fine from them, blood money. Whatever happened to that? Let's see what. He, the one who is expelled those who disbelieved from the people of the scripture, from their homes, from their homes at the first gathering. So the ayat itself doesn't say any first assault or anything. Oh, the first assault by the Muslims or by the Bani Nadir, people of the scripture. Can't tell. Yeah, so it was on them. I don't know. Anyways, keep it very simple. So I'll try to read first from the ayat, right? And but here it doesn't say first assault. Expel from their homes at the first gathering, not you think that they would leave. And they thought that they would defend them, their fortresses against Allah. I've spoken in length about this, that the Jews also had taqwa, fear of Allah. But I don't know why they thought that the fortresses could defend themselves, defend them against Allah. but came to them Allah from where not they expected, and He cast, maybe a storm came, or something came, that what happened then? That cast terror into their hearts. They destroyed their houses with their hands and the hands of the believers. So take a lesson, O those endowed with insight. Now, now it's the Quran is appealing to insight, and I've given a length, quite a long explanation about this, right? So it doesn't say any assault to assault. However, Abu Ala Maududi says assault. Yeah, the translation here mentions first assault of this Quran ayat. Sorry, uh, it is he who in the first assault drove forth the people of the book. So now he's assaulting them. Okay, why doesn't he do hijrah to leave Medina? It's not his country, city. And if not that Allah had decreed for them evacuation, He would have punished them in this world. Okay, I've read this out earlier on. And that is because they opposed Allah and His Messenger. Shaku opposed, or sorry, Shaki. Sorry, I keep forgetting Shaku. So Shaki opposed mean, I think it comes close to cut off, like when the moon split or split themselves away from the Messenger and Allah, like I have. Right? 5, here they cut off trees also, palm trees, and some translation. No, wait a minute. Is it in the translation brackets? No. So now let's go back to the. Have I? No, I took this. Okay, let's go back to Surah Hashr. Surah Hashr ayat 5, tafsir from the tafsir. Now cutting off of palm trees. Here is the tafsir. The reference is to the fact that the Muslims cut down or burnt what? Oh my goodness. No, sorry, excuse me. I have to tell myself to calm down. I think I need some water. There was a teacher in CAS. I was in O levels when I was laughing a lot. I had my laughing attacks in the class, and my teacher, Sadakat Hussain sir, told me to go and have some water. Cut down, well, it doesn't say burnt in the Quran ayat. Burnt many of the palm trees that stood in the oasis around the settlement of the Bani an-Nadir in order to facilitate the siege. However, they left those trees standing, which did not obstruct the military operations. I thought we were told that Prophet Muhammad, this military thing, what do you call it, was like from the Umayyads. Like in Pakistan, how many those army, when they come in the cities, what do you call them? What do you call it? That I think we were told that it was from the Umayyads. So these military operations, cutting off trees. Oh, settlement of the always says, in order to facilitate the siege, such great reasons are given here. Okay, no, it's not okay. Muslims, you have to see this, it's not okay. Shias, it's not okay. At this, the hypocrites of Al Madinah, no, no reason whatsoever to cut off their trees. You've killed many on this blasphemy. रसूलुल्लाह के अगर कुछ भी कहेंगे हम आपको मार डालेंगे, हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे ये वो. The palm trees that you cut down on those that you left or those that you left standing on the roots, like trunks, only were left now. It was by Allah's leave that you did so. Allah granted you this leave, in brackets now this, in order that He might humiliate the evildoers. Not for siege or anything. Why? The reason is given in this ayat. And even if it was done to facilitate the siege, this man needs to be thrown, expelled out of Medina, Prophet Muhammad. He has no right whatsoever to do this. And sorry, because recently, I don't know where this mufti comes from, maybe Indian or Muslim or religious scholar. I had enough now. He's telling Sachwala Sahib that your reason this, that. What cunningness, what this thing. And then on this religion, you kill people. And the Jews say that Allah's hands were chained. Jews have blasphemed. From your Quran has come. And this is a ridiculous Quran. I need a break. Sorry. Thank you so much.